Welcome back. I'm Mike and this is Stan, and in this module we're going to cover how to set up the MFA service. In this module we're going to show you how to create a Microsoft account and an Azure subscription. We're also going to show you how to access the Azure Management Portal. We're going to show you how to create an MFA provider, and we'll also show you how to add a second Azure administrator.
Perfect.
So now we're going to have a quick demo. I'm going to show you how to sign up for a free trial Azure account. So this is the multi-factor authentication website. I will have a link to it in the module notes below so you can access it on your own. But to sign up, all you have to do is click Free Trial. You can click Try It Now. It's just showing you some of the trial features of Azure and shows you how you can use all the features of Azure unlimited. Okay, after clicking Sign Up for a Free Trial, you are now brought to the Microsoft account sign-in page. This is where you'll enter a Microsoft account if you have one. If not, you can click Sign Up Now at the bottom for a Microsoft account and you'll be prompted to create one. You'll click Sign In with your credentials. Okay, and now that after you've clicked Log In, you'll be prompted to provide user information. You will need to add in a mobile number and verify it. You will also need to add in payment information. For the purposes of this, we'll skip ahead to after I've got all this entered in. Okay, now that we're back and we've completed registration, you now have a free Azure trial and you'll be brought to the Azure portal. To create a multi-factor authentication provider so we can set up MFA, you go into Active Directory, you click Multi-Factor Auth Providers, create a new Multi-Factor Auth Provider. You can enter a name. You will select your usage model, either per enabled user or authentication.
Now, Mike, if I select per authentication and I want to change to per user later, can I?
No. Once you've set a usage model, it cannot be changed later.
Okay.
Click Create. It does take a couple seconds for it to create, but you can follow the status. We do now have our new MFA provider created. Now to manage it, we would click at the bottom Manage, and we'll be brought to the Management Portal. Stan will be going over that in just 1 second, but before we do, I'll show you also how to add a second administrator to your Azure account. To do that, you just click Settings, you click Administrators, and then you just add the Microsoft account or organizational ID that you would like to have as a second administrator.
Now, one thing I think it's worth pointing out here is if you create someone as an administrator here, whether this is useful if you're an existing MFA customer migrating to Azure or if you're a new, if you add an administrator here, you're not just giving them access to MFA, right?
Correct. You're giving them actually co-administrator access to your entire Azure account, so they'll be able to manage your virtual machines, your Active Directory, not just MFA.
Okay.
All right. Now that we've wrapped up that module on how to create an MFA provider and an Azure account, I'll hand it over to Stan so he can go over the MFA management portal.
Thanks, Mike, and we'll be right back with that next module.